Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to some Sunday night IAPL action, as we will be starting off with the Ice Holes taking on the Danglers. But welcome on into the stream. We appreciate you guys being here. I will be color commentating. This is Big Rick. Joined with me in the booth, it will be our play-by-play announcer, Fuzzov. Fuzzov, take it away. How we doing?
Doing well. Great to be here with you.
Excellent. More than happy and excited to watch some high-level puck games today. Now, we have the Danglers first playing at the Ice Holes. Looking at the paper, I think I kind of know potentially who I may have as the favorite, but tell me what you know about what you think this game's going to go.
You know, I kind of have probably the same feeling. I don't know what you're thinking, but it does kind of look like it's going to be a one-sided game. But we have seen some interesting stuff from the Ice Holes. A lot of trades and high-scoring opportunities for them.
Yeah, I mean, just I know the Ice Holes right now, they're looking to really shake off the last game that they played. The game they coming off a 2-game loss to Bibba, where they were really piled on. I know that they're really trying to see some sort of shred of light, but I'm hoping we can see a little bit more offensive performance tonight from them. I don't know if we see Jules is in here at the moment, but I don't know if they're playing today. But I do see Laverne, and Laverne has not played a single game this season, so that should be big for their offensive production.
Yeah, they do have pretty solid defense with Trout back there, as well as Ash. Ash with 1 goal previously and a couple of shots on goal. So, I mean, they could create some momentum, whether it's their forwards or defense. It's just struggle of kind of holding down the other team to nothing.
Absolutely. Especially playing a team like Bibba. Bibba has just been piling on shots, and you know, I might be jumping the gun a little bit, but I am excited to get to watch them play a little bit later tonight as they take on the Bobs.
For sure. Yeah, it'll be interesting because Donut has a .824 save percentage, holding it down for his team, and he'll just kind of have to keep that up and see what his team can create on the other side of the ice.
Hopefully he's a donut without any holes.
Yeah. Hopefully no donut holes either.
No.
Even
Yeah,
their names are misleading.
It's very funny when you get to see Donut in the in pugs or in the Discord sometimes, and you see it'll say holes sometimes, and it's like, no, there's no holes. Just Donut.
Just Donut.
Just Donut.
Donut 5-hole.
But tell me a little bit about the Danglers. I mean, I'm looking at the roster here. You have Maddie, you have Noah, you have Mason. You have so many people who have just had these multiple point bouts, and they just look like they're on a team that is on a mission.
Yeah, for sure. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with. I mean, it was pretty scary to play them, and we were able to scathe by with a 1-1 tied series in the first week there. But, I mean, leading the charge offensively, Mason has just been a constant force with 5 points in 4 games. And right behind him, Noah, impressive balance with 2 goals, 2 assists with 4 appearances, and E with 3 assists for his team. But also don't forget about Anzor and Maddie, who are pretty much holding a 1.5 points per game average. So, I mean, they're a force to be reckoned with. And they have pretty good passing and stick handling skills.
Yeah, when you look at the Danglers roster, it's not only just players that are performing well, but it seems like they're players that have played a lot with each other. So they just really are on the same wavelength with a lot of these plays. Really interesting to see. But one player that I have noticed that is on the ice right now is Zaferman, who I do not know if I've seen a transaction that occurred after his recent drop from the after he was recently dropped from the Gups. I'm not sure if he's in as an emergency free agent or if this is a signing that is yet to be announced for the Danglers, or if he's just here and practicing. I'm not 100% sure, but it should be interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get a final line when you kind of got a group of people here on the ice up until the last minute. So we'll kind of have to see what their final line is. But along with the offense for Danglers, their defense have been just keeping up perfectly. And two of their goalies, Luddy and I believe it's Thraken, have shutout stats currently. So we'll have to see what each team brings, because there's been quite a few trades, and it's kind of hard to keep up with who goes to who until we kind of start to slow down with the trades and people start to get their team chemistry going with what they have or making the final trades for what they need.
And the funny thing that you had mentioned too before the broadcast, that a lot of the 4 teams that are playing tonight have had some
Shut up.
Guys are
pretty
awfully early.
pretty quick or had a lot of moves that they've made.
Yeah.
There's games going on right
Yeah,
now though.
Yep. And it
Or
looks
it's
like
about to
they're
start soon in a sec.
looking to start here soon.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
That's my bad. Dude, I saw in the captain chat they tried to delay it till 7:30.
Oh, I did not see
Did
that.
they? Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah,
I did
that's
not
why,
either,
That's why
but-
I did this. That's why I didn't know. My bad.
No, you're
All
good.
good.
I'm glad that, because I have to look there myself more too. I can check for that for the
Yeah.
future.
Kind of get tunnel vision once live stream happens.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
the
yeah.
last,
I
don't
like,
see
30
anything
minutes
around me.
beforehand, I'm like taking notes and all, but
Dude, I know this because it's happened before, and Trouts came in and was like, "Yeah, you know the game hasn't started yet, right? You know they delayed."
they don't start
that's
until
my
like
bad.
9 o'clock. Oh no, you're totally fine. I appreciate you looking out for us though, because I mean
Oh,
we
yeah,
could
dude.
try to come up with some talking points for the next half an hour if needed.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
there's
alright.
a lot to talk about.
All right, I'll see y'all later.
Best of luck
Alright,
to
see
you.
ya.
See you. That was a
Okay,
quick
well-
little appearance from Sir Bane.
Yeah, that is good information. No, but I think they are going with as close to 7 as possible because there's 4 out of 8 votes.
Okay.
But looks like it's nope. Okay, both teams are now voting.
Okay.
Okay, these are some names I'm gonna mess up.
And here we go. Looks like we're getting started here.
First game overall here. Ashmeadle with the win. Back for ice holes. Holly looking to play it up. Back down in the ice holes zone where Enigma Ballin will take control of it. Noah right on the point with him. Knocking it out. Anzor will bat it in from the neutral zone. Ash try and beat Anzor out. Anzor up the wall. Back in the ice hole zone. I need to look at that name. I'm going to call him Bizkit because I'm not reading that whole name.
Oh, that's Laverne.
Is Laverne, okay. Thank you. That is way easier than Buttered Up Biscuit TF. Ice holes with an opportunity. I think that went right under the pads of Luddy, but thankfully at an angle where it just slides past out, not going into the net. And now Danglers with the opportunity the other way. Looking to pass it to the point to Noah, but is taken into the corner. Holly has 2 attackers on him. Laverne will come out, play it, but it's batted back in behind the cage. Ice holes. Playing out. Anzor will intercept. Anzor try and beat out the defenseman, but he's beat. Laverne now with the puck through the neutral zone. Looking to beat Anzor. He'll take a shot, but it hits a guy out in front. Laverne behind the net. Anzor beats him. Anzor rings it around the same side. Cross ice. Anzor will try and hit it to the point. The Danglers hold it. Try and take it out of their own zone here. He has the puck. passes Enigma, but not enough. Turns around, cross ice pass. Will be intercepted by Laverne. Noah and E go into the corner to beat Laverne, but Laverne will toss it out. Saucer pass out to Holly, where Zephyr will beat him. And
It looks
get
like
out of
Zephyr is
control of
actually
Icehold.
staying in there. I wonder if that's a free agent need.
Possibly. Yeah, he was actually a free agent I was going to call up, but I had Brooke respond first. But we had 5, and just to make sure we got a 5th. But yeah, we've seen a couple of free agent substitutions come in, and it's happy to see. And hopefully they get the spotlight they deserve.
Absolutely.
Hopefully get recognized by a team that needs that kind of talent on their roster. Now Danglers through the neutral zone with a shot opportunity. E will take it to the far right. Block wide of Donut. Anzor will go back to retrieve. Holly's right behind. Anzor long pass to Noah. Noah will get a little chip of that in the air. Noah looking for E in the crease. Don't know who that was off, but a high chip over and back behind the net. Laverne with the puck now. Ashmeadle in front of him. Back pass to Holly. A little too slow off the boards, and Anzor will intercept. Anzor chasing down to the puck into the corner of Iceholes. Be ringed around to the other side where Zephyr will pick it up off the boards. Zephyr coming in. Fans it a little off his stick and kind of goes to the top of the crease and out to the other side. E will pick it up, keeping it in for the Danglers. Ashmeadle will beat him, knock it back out, where Luddy will come out far to the circles to play it, chips it up. A lot of 50-50s going the way of the Danglers. E will take a shot on net, and Donut will save it. E again with the puck. Looking for a pass, but it's blocked stick-wise. Holly up to Laverne. Laverne will catch. Laverne has Zephyr to beat. Beats him there, but Zephyr sticks with him. Laverne tries to play it out. Anzor will take it off his hands. Now it's a dead puck at the top of...
What a
Holy.
save with the stick. Oh my gosh. Sorry.
Kind of had to pause there for a second because I was about to use some not so livecast words there, but that was an insane shot. Impressive shot opportunity that I wouldn't be able to make. Had a lot of contention on that, but close to the end of the first.
Beautiful stick save from Luddy. That could be the save of this game with both one shot apiece on each side, and saving that one could just keep the Danglers in it.
How fast-paced this game is being, I'm surprised the shot counter has only caught 1 per team, because it's felt like it's about 10 for each team just in the first. And as I was talking, Noah comes in with a backhand shot past Donut. That'll be 1-0 for the Danglers.
Noah just wanted to take a walk in and said, yeah, I hear you guys saying there's nothing's happening in the booth. Let me put one on here.
Seems like that happens all the time with these broadcast games. We're talking, and that's when all the magic happens.
Oh, yeah.
Back into the Iceholes zone. E will control it. Passes it out to Noah. Noah tries to make something of it. Kind of loses a little handle on his stick there. Zephyr will come out to play it. Enigma will keep it in the direction towards Dangler's net. E take control of it through the neutral zone. Try and beat out the defenders. Weird 50 there. Chips back out to Noah that was still continuing going forward. E will hold on to it. Try and pass it out. Ballin gets a piece of it. Ballin will take control of it. He'll pass it out. Ashmead will try and challenge us back out to neutral zone. Enigma try and pass it to a teammate, but it's intercepted by E. E will bounce pass it to himself, tries to pass to the point, no one's there. Ballin will take it out. Danglers will quickly take it back. The blue line. Noah battling him on the wall here. Now we have Holly going the other way. Holly taking control. Trying to look for a back pass, but it's intercepted. Danglers will take it out. Up to Laverne all by himself. Laverne will dangle it around Luddy for a forehand, backhand dribble.
Beautiful stretch pass from Ashmead from center ice, puts it right onto the tape of Laverne.
Excellent play, and now the game's all tied up.
One thing I'm noticing from just watching this game is going to be decided in the neutral zone.
Yeah, a lot of this game is being battled, whether it's a pass blocked out in front by stick or a body. A lot of change-ups and interceptions happening in the neutral zone for both teams here.
Absolutely.
Although, once the Danglers get a lot of possession, they keep the momentum, whether it's shots on goals or pass in the Iceholes zone. It's a battle of the defense for the Iceholes here. E will continue to keep pressuring, trying to little spinorama pass to the center, but it's intercepted by the Iceholes defense. Iceholes desperately trying to get out. Enigma with a long stretch pass to Ash. Ash take a shot blocked out by Anzor in front. E gather it up, try and pass it. Slowed down by a stick block. Zypher bounce it off the back of the boards behind the net. Ballin will beat out Zypher. He'll hold on to it. Stretch pass to Laverne. Laverne has Anzor to beat, and it'll be an icing.
Apologies to the broadcast for some delayed camera work there, as my cat had jumped up into my lap, blocking me from seeing the game.
It's fair enough. Laverne battling the defense that's behind them, just bothering his stick. Tries to get a shot off, but it's fanned out a little wide of the net. Now we're back into the Iceholes zone where Enigma will hold it behind his own net. He'll try and wrap it around, but it hits the back of the cage and it's stopped out in front. Laverne control it. Long stretch pass to Ash. Anzor beat him there, and he'll send it back. Laverne takes control back in his own zone. Tries to get it out, and Noah will bat it in, cross ice. Iceholes battling the offense here of the Danglers for possession in their own zone.
Incredible forecheck from these Danglers. Not only are they dangling, but they're putting so much pressure on to this Iceholes team.
Yeah, I'm impressed. The shot count and the goal count is not what I believe it should be with these two teams playing. But I mean, the defense is holding strong for Iceholes here. Noah to the neutral zone, and that'll be the end of the second. The game is held at a 3-2 shot count with Danglers leading shots, but still 1-1 goal. We come into the third to decide this game. Iceholes will control it. Pass up to Holly, where it's blocked out by Anzor. Through the neutral zone, Noah will control it. Noah trying to pass over. Enigma intercepts it and knocks it back out. Anzor will throw it back into the Iceholes zone. Holly has Beat out. Goes in the neutral zone where it's batted back in.
Icing is waived.
I'm
Shocking.
surprised. I'm not sure where he took that. I thought that was behind the halfway. I was expecting that to be icing, but must have hit somebody out in front. Just a Shea pixel. So we have Iceholes trying to get it out of their own zone here and give us some relief to the Donut, and they'll get it. Ashmead all by himself. Tries to pass it out. Goes a little too far, and Donut will come out to play it. Donut, pass up to Enigma. Over to Ash. Anzor will control it in his own zone. Over to E. E will play it through the neutral zone. E will take a long stretch pass, a little high of the net. Hits the backboard. Noah will try and play, and it just slides in front of Donut, and Donut will bat it out. Ollie going back in their own zone. Control the puck. Tries to beat out the offense. Danglers. Laverne will control it. Rings it around over to Holly. Holly free on the other side. Noah coming in quick. Pass over. Enigma tries to pass it over, and no one's there to.
Nobody
the
home.
pass.
That's so tough to give up that.
They're getting great plays here. They just need to get a second person on offense. But I mean, I don't blame them. They have to have. They're on the back pedal of most of this game.
Just
Trying to battle out the offense.
so much possession, so much forecheck they got to deal with, and they can't just get out of the. They can't pass the red line.
Little drop pass. Ball into Ash. Pass over to Ballin, and it's got too many defenders on him. Take control. Ballin the other way. Ballin will control it. Tries to pass out in front. Anzor stick blocks it. Noah will take possession in his own zone. Beating out Ballin has Ash on his side. Long stretch pass cross ice to E. E will battle Holly. Holly knock it out of the air. Ballin take it out of his own zone where Anzor will take control of it in the neutral. He'll throw it back in where Noah can't beat Holly. Holly takes it. Holly holding a strong stick from the bats there. Anzor beat Ballin, but will be hit instead of taking control of the puck. And E will go the other direction. E will take a shot, and it's blocked out by Laverne. Laverne will take control. Long stretch pass. Ash, where Ash will try and pass out in front, where Laverne will take control. Laverne, it's too many men to beat. Still holds control. Behind the net. Looking for a shot, but too many men out in front. So he'll go now the other way, where Iceholes will prevent an odd man rush. Lucky bounces for Enigma. Enigma taking control. Enigma tries to take a shot. A little slow on the speed and goes right past Luddy. E will take control towards the other direction. It's beat out by Laverne. Laverne and beat out. Knocked back in behind the net. Wrapped around the boards. Anzor takes a quick shot, and Laverne will block it midair. Laverne all by himself takes a shot, and Luddy blocks. And that'll be the end of the third.
What?
And we're going into overtime.
What a stop by Luddy. Just as the time is trickling down to keep the Danglers in this game and send us to overtime.
Very low shot scoring game, but impressive plays by both teams. Not really the same offense I remember playing in the first week from Danglers, but nonetheless, still impressive play. But the Ice Holes, excuse me, are holding defense strong, and Donut proving his capabilities. So Ice Holes will control it in their own zone. Chip pass. Ash will try and beat Anzor. Anzor over to Noah. Noah will take it. Noah will try and get a shot, but it's blocked out stick-wise. Slow creep call to E, and E won't get a shot off. Long pass to E, but Holly will beat him there, and that'll be an icing against the Danglers. We will go back to the Danglers zone here. Start again. Nigma Ballin quickly turning around, take a shot. Far past the blue line. It goes on Luddy, and Luddy will knock it out. E will control it behind his own net. Long pass to Noah, where Laverne will intercept. Laverne the other direction. Laverne takes a shot. Looked like it was top shelf, and I don't think Luddy had time to prepare. Too many bodies out in front for him to see.
I mean, if you watching that, you got 1, 2, 3 players trying to track Laverne as he breaks into the slot. Not really much room for Luddy to be able to see that puck. And unfortunately, Laverne puts it in the back of the net. Unfortunate for the Danglers, meaning great job for the Ice Holes to finally scratch out a win after it being a little bit since their last one. So Ice Holes take this one in game 1.
Yeah, I'm really surprised by that because I was figuring the game was going to go completely in the other direction by probably a few goal difference, but Ice Holes really managing to hold their own and keeping it to an offense, keeping the Danglers offense at bay for so long. And they get the win, but unfortunately 1 point out of the 3 they would usually get for a win goes to Danglers for an overtime loss. But still, impressive feat by Ice Holes.
And we're definitely seeing, it just appears that Danglers are just showing, I feel like they're just a little bit tired. Maybe they were partying on a Saturday. This is their first Sunday game of the season. Maybe they're just a little bit not attuned to playing on a Sunday as compared to a Saturday. So maybe that's why we see a little bit in terms of the lack of production as we get into this new game 2.
Quickly getting in the game 2, I wasn't prepared. Oh,
they went back to warm up. Okay.
Yeah.
You can never tell with those things if it's going to start right off the rip when they drop it again, or. But we might get some line changes in here.
Yeah. Looks like. I think each team kind of has the minimum amount of players to play because it doesn't look like anything changed. Danglers still has Zephyr as a sub.
Mm-hmm.
So they're sticking with the same line.
Will we see Vega come in? I see them in the not applicable. Is that what the NA stands for? Not applicable, right? Because they don't have a position yet.
Yeah, non-applicable for position just yet. But I did see Ash came off, so it looks like Vega. Oh yeah, Vega coming in as center. Little change up as they're running. Oh no, Ash is back. Okay.
Might just be moving around.
Laverne has left the server, so it looks like we're sticking with Vega center, left wing Holly. You know what? I keep
and
talking.
I guess Trout's coming in too. Yeah, maybe we should let them pull their full change. We're just antsy for it. I want to know what they're doing.
Okay. It looks like they have a line. Nope. You know what? Nope. Okay, it looks like Vega switched off of center. It's Holly in center. Vega on left wing. Defense will be Ballin and Trout. And it looks like they're voting to start the game, so that is our final lineup. Donut will stay in net. So we will have a little change for the Ice Holes, but a kind of, wouldn't say a last minute put up team for Ice Hole or the Danglers. But they're kind of running with the same team because they have no subs.
Seen a few fans in the crowd pretty excited to see Trout get the nod in game 2 here with a nice couple Good Try Angler t-shirts out in the crowd I've been able to see.
I think that was a nice thing. That got me confused. I was like, where's the play happening? Because I looked at center and I didn't see anything.
New IAPL rule where they drop the puck in one of the opposing zones now.
Yep.
That icing happened super fast.
Yeah, I was looking around, still looking at stats. I realized they even started. So, yeah, Trout is in. We'll have to see what the big T does. So Ice Holes will come back the other direction. Holly take control behind the net. Drop pass to Zypher. Or, excuse me, to Ballin, but Zypher will take it out, and Noah will try and take it past Holly. Trout will be there. Trout will hold on to it. E will beat him there. That'll be a stretch pass. Donut will come out to play it. Pass over to Holly. Holly jump back in further. Anzor rings it around the boards, and Ballin will throw it the other direction. Looks like that would have been really close to a shot on goal. Letty coming a little out of his crease stick-wise to play that. And Ice Holes changing the momentum from what we saw last game, where it was mainly offensive heavy for the Danglers, where the Ice Holes have proven that they know this team now and are flipping up the norm.
Definitely a
Really
more
gets them
aggressive first part of this first period for the Ice Holes. I am equally impressed.
We'll see how they hold on to it. Vega around the boards to Holly. E holding on to the puck. Gets past Trout. Vega paralleling him. Pass over. Goes a little high in the net. I think. Not sure who the pass was to, but now Dangler's getting some momentum here. Spin around a pass. Behind the net. Back to E. E will play. Trout will challenge him. Drop pass over to Noah. Trout will beat him there. Trout holds onto the puck as he enters the neutral zone. Pass to Vega. Same side. Anzor beats him there. Trout will try and challenge, but E will take it away. It'll be a odd man rush. Shot on net. Donut block it out and it goes behind. Stays into the Ice Holes zone. It's Trout. Slide it over. The Danglers will be quick to intercept. To race to the puck. Out to Holly. Vega in front of him. Shot by Holly, blocked by Letty. Donut come out to play it. Anzor stretch pass. Trout will beat Danglers there, and that'll be an icing on the Danglers.
I know they're kicking themselves after that rebound punched out. Super unfortunate for the Ice Holes.
The face-off win for the Danglers, and it goes the other way. Noah, pass over to E. E will split the difference on the other side of Donut. And that'll be a goal for the Danglers.
That's a play you don't want to get beat on. Uncle Trout, I was just reading the name. He went in for that puck and unfortunately got burned by Noah. and he was just able to get that 2-0 with E and buries it.
Defense of the Ice Holes and Donut himself probably want that one back. But as we've seen this game before, Ice Holes have been able to challenge them offensive-wise and get a point up on the board, so we'll have to see what they do here. Ballin with a shot on net. Rebounds off of Luddy, and looks like Vega would have had a shot on that if he was just a little to the right. Noah fans the pass, and I think Donut came out to kind of poke it out. Holly play it out. Long stretch cross ice pass to Enigma. Enigma has Zypher to beat. Trout covering the puck for the Ice Holes. Pass out to Vega, and Vega takes a shot and it just goes wide of the net. That'll be the end of the first period. 1-0 game for the Danglers.
Very tough to not capitalize on that scoring chance at the end of that period. But again, beautiful play from the Danglers to go up 1-0 here in the first period of this game.
This will be the start of the second period. They'll go into the Ice Holes zone where Trout hold on to it around his own net. Pass out to Holly. Holly will try and play it. Tries to beat Anzor, looking for a pass. Out to Vega. A little too far for his stick. Out to Ballin. Right, hits the boards and Zypher will take it away. Quick back pass. Out to E. Or it goes the other direction. Once again for the Ice Holes. Holly will take it through the neutral zone as two players to beat as the interception from E. He will try and beat Trout, but Trout beats him there. Ice Holes desperately trying to take it the other direction here for some offensive momentum, but quickly intercepted in the neutral zone or even in their own zone by the Danglers. Trout try and take it himself. E will take it away. Chip pass out to Zypher. Poke check by Enigma. Noah with a shot on net. Donut will save it. Tries to pass it out to the point once again, and it's blocked out in front. E holding on to the puck. Looking for a pass cross ice to Noah. Noah has Holly to beat. Slides to the other side. Zypher will play it. Drop pass to E. E will chip it cross ice. Noah will try and beat Holly there, but Holly will hold on to the puck. Holly through neutral zone. Pass over to Trout where it's behind. Enigma will take it. Pass over to Trout where he'll slide through everybody. Almost on net. Just narrowly missing the crossbar.
I was surprised that that got his. It looked so close.
Yeah, it was quite close, and I'm surprised even Luddy didn't go for it. But I guess he knows his crease better than we do, so I think he was confident in that. Enigma trying to pass out in front. Anzor will beat him there. He tries to ring it out the side, but I think it just hit one of the plexiglass panels, and it just bounces weird. As I get distracted on the play-by-play, and it's changed possession twice.
Trout was playing a little bit of ping pong there for a sec.
Yeah. It is a very hard game to announce with the amount of turnovers that just happened from pass to pass, dribble to dribble. The Danglers try and shoot on net, and it's slapped out, and Luddy will come out to play it on the other side. Luddy will hold on to it. Chip over all the players. Enigma will take control. E will handle it. E still holding on to the puck through the neutral zone, has Ballin right behind him. E looking for a pass to the point. No one's there. He hits it across the boards. Noah will bat it back in to E. E with the puck. Looking for a centering opportunity. And he gets it, but it's knocked out and it slides a little weird. Luddy will come out to challenge it against Vega. Luddy will narrowly beat Vega there. Prevent a goal. Long pass to Noah where Noah's got one to beat. Nigma takes it away from him. Cypher over to E. A little high of the net. Kind of slides back out of the top of the crease. No one's there. Nigma desperately trying to get out of his own zone. Trout will cover. Wrapped around over to E. Vega goes to challenge. That'll be the end of the second. Tied 4-4 in the shot count, but Danglers still hold a 1-0 lead over the Ice Holes.
Ice Holes are getting some shots and some chances, but they just don't seem like they're coming from the slot as Enigma comes right into the slot as I say that. Broadcaster's curse.
Yep. He had a shot opportunity, but the stick just blocked any momentum he had on a shot. So Ice Holes desperately trying to get it out. Hits the body of a Dangler out in front. Donut slaps it out the way of the crease. Noah trying to play it. Nigma will beat him. And it's behind Dangler's net. Out to Anzor where he's all by himself. Has Vega to beat. Nigma will take the puck. Noah will intercept going the other way towards the Ice Holes net. Tries to make a play, but Ballin will knock it out. This goes the other direction. Cross ice over to Holly. Has Anzor to beat. Over back to Enigma. Drop pass to Trout. Trout will take a sliding shot, and it stands still out in front of the net. Enigma with a shot, and it's pad save for Luddy.
What a play. What a chance in front. Luddy's able to flash a pad on that.
Trout the other direction for the Ice Holes. Tries to beat Noah, but does not. E the other direction. Donut looked like he wanted to come out to play that, but he wouldn't beat the offense. Behind the net, E has two defenders to beat. Vega will take it away from him. Up the same side, over to Holly. Holly will chip it up, knock it in. Vega will beat the defense here. Drop pass back to Holly. Holly will take a shot wide of the net. E will control it behind his own cage. Long stretch pass. I think he was trying to shoot that one, and it came close.
What a save.
Noah was trying to hit the wraparound on Donut. Donut's there to save. Noah trying to take a shot. Deflects off a Donut. Zypher with a wraparound tries to get it on net. Donut knocks it out. Zypher gets another shot, and Donut will knock it out once again. So Danglers will take a leading shots on goal the last few minutes here. Donut desperately holding on to what the Ice Holes could possibly make in this game. Back into the Danglers zone where it's long icing pass to Donut. Donut over to Holly. Anzor will beat him there, where E's on the other side, but Vega beats him there. Noah intercepts. Little miscommunication. Trout will take advantage and chip it back the other way. Danglers will have to reset. Trout trying to take it up the boards. Has too many men to beat. Safer with a shot. Donut saves it. Noah with the puck. Drop pass to E. E will take a shot. Too many bodies out in front. I think somebody batted it out with their stick. As we come to the last minute of this game, Danglers holding a 1-goal lead. Iceholes desperately have to put something on the board here. E will take control of it. Trout. Hold on strong to defense. It's cross ice. A little miscommunication between Noah and Zypher once again. Trout will take advantage once again. Down to Holly. Holly desperately trying to beat E there, and that will be an icing call. 20 seconds left in this game, and we're back into the Iceholes zone. Iceholes down 1-0. Anzor dumping it in behind the Iceholes net. Trout takes the puck. Looks long stretch pass over to Vega. E will intercept. And it's chipped back into the Iceholes zone. And that will be the end of the second game. Shutout game for Luddy as he saves 5 for 5. And the series is tied up 1-1.
Great plays by Luddy there. The big stops, nothing in terms of the scoring chances were for the Iceholes to me in that second game were necessarily dangerous, but Luddy still showing he's got it all covered, guys. You get that puck up the ice, put it on net, I'll be here. Great plays from the Danglers for that second game to recover and just keep the puck out of their zone.
I'm surprised the momentum shift from each game where Danglers were controlling offensive wise in that first game and then they lose it. And then the switcheroo where the Iceholes had momentum and they lose the second game. Both teams really had opportunities that were perfect. The goaltenders were great, defense were great. The offense showed up where it needed to, and both teams walk away with 1 victory and 1 loss.
We start to see some folks trail in to warm up for the game coming up very shortly here as you hear the goal sound probably go off in the background there as I have the Be Right Back screen on. We have coming up the Bobs and Bibba. Going to be quite an exciting game that I've been looking forward to for this week. Now looking at the schedule.
Yeah, and it looks like they updated the games that were played last night, but nothing just yet since those games just got finished. But looking at the standings, Iceholes will be tied with the Outlaws for 7th and 8th place here, 5 points each, with both with 1 win and 1 overtime win, and that would be 4 losses. As the Danglers will now be at 13 points over the Gups. So the standings will be Danglers over the Gups at the end of the third week, as we still have 2 more games to be played for this third week. So we have the Bobs at Bibba coming up.
Crazy to think that we've already been 3 weeks into the season. I can't. It's kind of flying, but it also isn't but that's just because I want to
Yeah.
play puck so much, you know.
It's almost kind of wrecks the temperament you need to bring. Like the game I had last night, I was eager to play since the week prior. I kind of stepped down since I was having internet issues, and I was just really eager to bite the bullet and play once again. And I think that threw me off my game, where I was just out there, not really with a strategy in mind. But it the season will fly by quick, but each game just feels, week by week, it just feels way too long.
Yeah, it's such a treat to be able to play a game in this league that likewise, you know, you play your games and they only last, 15 minutes and then you're done for the week and you go, "Oh, I'm ready to keep playing. Let me play the whole season right now."
I know it would be really nice to do that, but wouldn't be great for my team. I think we got a few things to improve on, but the season's still young, and I hope that week by week each team can improve, and we'll have some amazing playoff hockey coming up shortly. And would that be a few months, about 2.5 months?
For
So
for IPL, yeah, it looks like it'll be middle of June.
yeah,
We'll be
probably
shooting for
be
that.
third or fourth week where playoffs will start. And honestly, none of the standings now will probably be close to anything we'll have near the last 3 or 4 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
That will make or break playoff positioning.
Such a fun time to be playing puck, for sure.
It is a great league to be a part of, and the community behind it and mentorship between players. I started with about, I don't know, 300. No, I had 150. Now I'm up to like 550, and the amount of uh, feedback I've gotten from players on my team or on the opposing team has been great, really helpful.
Absolutely. I had never, prior to myself joining the IAPL, I had never completed a VOD review. So I reached out to two mentors just to break that down and say, listen, I know I've been sucking, at least when playing pugs, but I just thought I want to get better at my game. And what I feel like I've been able to take in probably the past 20 hours that I've played since that VOD review to now, I think it's helped me a ton with just being cognizant of using things like my mini map or being aware of positioning better, which has helped me not only in pugs but it just being able to play and having the pleasure to be able to play yesterday for the Gups. Helped me play in that game too. So everyone in this community is very, very friendly from the large amount of interactions I've had, and are really open to either helping the newer folk, or if you are a newer person, just being supportive in general. So it's been a real treat for sure.
Yeah, it's a great league to be a part of, and the teams are great, and it's great for the intermediate players and a lot of new players. I mean, we went from having 5 teams to now 8, and the player count has dramatically skyrocketed
And I
from
could
what we had in
definitely
the
see
first.
an additional expansion next season as
Oh
well,
yeah,
with the additional free agents and things of that nature. While we are waiting for this game to get started, I'm going to take us to a quick break. I need to use the Little Rick's room. So I
Okay.
will be back in a moment, but I can keep you on if there is anything you want to talk about as well in the meantime, but I will be right back.
Okay, I'll probably say a little bit about teams coming up. We will have final series of the third week we have Bob's at the Bibba. Project Bibba. Top scoring opportunities for both these teams recently. So we have a pretty consistent number of shot opportunities for both teams here. Never mind. Serbain with an impressive 34 shots on goal, 4 goals, leading his team. Prada right behind him. Prada being part of a trade between Iceholes and Bibba for Jules. Iceholes, yeah. Prada making a name for himself on Bibba. 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points overall. Leading his team with points per game at 1.25. But also on Project Bibba, keep an eye out on Sin. Limited action, but averaging 2 points per game with 2 assists with just 1 appearance. And we will have to see if Sin shows up tonight.
And I have
So far.
returned.
Yeah.
Looking, yeah, I mean, Serbain definitely leading not only his team, but the league in shots that you would mention with 34 and 4 goals.
Yeah.
But this whole team,
looking
I just feel like I've seen all around just peppering.
Yeah, I actually am curious because I don't think I ever saw this game or games where Serbain got 34 shots on goal. I was going to say that the shot goal and point difference between these teams is pretty even. But then looking at Serbain, he stands on a league of his own for Bibba, pretty much outscoring the Bob's team entirely. Speaking of the Bobs, a trade made. Let me see if I can find the information on that trade. I think this was an early. Yeah, Zamboner was released by the Danglers and added by the Bobs. The first trade. Or no, excuse me. It was Finney for a Zamboner trade between the Bobs and Danglers. The Bobs acquired Zamboner, and he is making a name for himself with 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points overall, with 14 shots on goal. An impressive 1.25 points per game. As they will halt the start, we go up to another warm-up. Being a GUPS player, have you played either one of these teams so far?
We have not. No, our first game before I was on the team. Actually, we played the Bobs. That's a lie. We did play it. We played the Bobs last week. I was only in for that second game. And we had a difficult time in that second game. We did take our first game. But I believe in the second game we played majority of our newer folks. So it was just a bad time for chemistry and knowing how to play with each other. But the Bobs are a serious team. Watching them play against our top lineup, they do a lot of things right. They know how to play a defensive game and then take advantage of those opportunities where they can try to travel up the ice and put something on net. So I don't think the stats were doing them as much justice as they were playing, but they are still a good team. I mean, House being a remarkable forward for them with 5 points on the season. Zamboner as well, who you had mentioned, who has been a great acquisition for them on defense, putting up 5 points as well on the stat sheet with 14 shots. So they're a tough team to play if they're all on. And the same goes for Bibba. I mean, we talk about Serbain and Prada, who was acquired in the trade for Jules. But you look at players like Vareem, you look at Draken, you look at Sin. These players haven't had a lot of shots, but they're still really showing up in the stat sheet. And Bibba is just working really well at puck possession. So it'll be a testament of who can play the better defensive game here, because I still anticipate that Bibba's going to pour on shots as they have been all season.
Hey, real quick, this is Troutman. Hey, Rick, the stream is still showing the Be Right Back screen, just so you know.
Thank you. Yeah, I was switching all the things in the reskin over. So I will get that switched over in just a moment, because I see that we're dwindling down on time here.
No worries.
Appreciate it.
Transitioning, but staying on players. In net for Bibba has mixed results. Draken seen action 2 games, posting 1 goal, 1.0 goals against average with a .778 save percentage. But also, they have the other side of their goalie roster, Douglas, who has picked up 2 wins, but with a .66 save percentage. Really kind of a question of consistency between the pipes for Bibba. We will have to see, as they looks like they're switching up. Now they will have Teal in net. I'm not sure. Let me look over.
Teal is their primary position and their manager. I just don't think they've been able to make it any of these weeks, so they'll be getting their debut today.
Correct. And those zeros across the board, or I guess not even zeros, just nothing so far. So we will have to see. Teal really made a name for himself last season, coming in kind of in the later weeks and able to get a few shutout wins to hold the highest save percentage and top goalie in the league last season with very short time, the last few weeks of the season. And moving over to Ice Holes, or excuse me, the Bobs. So it looks like Sun is going to be in net. Sun having kind of steady perseverance through 2 games, posting a strong, even goals against average, an impressive .89 save percentage, giving the team confidence between the pipes. They also have Skinner on the other side. It's a goalie with some action, recording a win, though a slightly higher goals against average at 2 games, or 2.2. 2.0, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the goalie tandem there, I don't know if I've seen... I don't recall Skinner playing as much recently, but that's just because I think the one game I was just so focused on making sure I knew what I was doing on my own. So when I played the Bobs, but both goalies doing considerably decent. So it'll be a battle of making sure we can contain those shots on both ends of the ice, and then capitalizing on any sort of net you get. Maybe a little bit extra glimpse of that the goalie's not aware of. But I'm excited to get deep into this one. These are teams that you're most likely going to see come mid-June fighting for the IAPL Cup.
Now they have voted to start the first game into Bibba's zone here. Vormy try and hold on to it. Bob will take it away down to Prada. Prada will chase him there, and Teal will send it out. Bobs will hold on to possession here. Smack pass. Serbain can't beat Bob, and Bob will Bobs will get an icing here. It's going to be really confusing with the Bobs is in plural, but then also Bob on the team. Bobs on the Bobs. Bob on the Bobs.
They're Bobs.
Bobs. That's a good tongue twister before we start live streaming. Bobs on the Bobs. So we have Bibba trying to take a shot wide of the net. Far pass. Back down to Vormy. Vormy will hold on to it. He'll take a shot. Goes behind Sun. Hits the post. And Sun will backpedal and get in front of it. Or get behind it. Prevent a goal. Over to Prada. Marcus will retrieve. Marcus. Hold on to it for the Bobs. Trying to get past the defense here. He takes a shot wide of the net. Over to Vormy. Vormy will pass it up to Serbain. Serbain. Cross pass to Pergy. Pergy will hold on to it. Pergy will pass it down to Serbain at the point. Shot taken. Sun will block both. Down to Vormy. Vormy will hold on to the puck into the Bob's zone. He'll take a shot. That will get past Sun, and that will put Bibba up 1-0 against the Bobs here in the first period.
And that's something that Vareem has just taught me in the VOD reviews that I've done with him. Vareem is just great at taking the space, not doing anything flashy with his stick, but just taking the space and putting things on net or making that next play. Beautiful shot from Vareem.
Yeah, it seems like even though you can't see face to face, it seems like Vareem just kind of has a chill demeanor when he takes a shot. He's very calm and collected with the puck. A very two-way focused player. Perfect for Bibba here. Vareem will pass down to Serbain. Serbain will try and play it up around Sun. Hits the neck of Sun, and I'm not sure who got their stick on that, but whoever that was, we're going to need an instant replay to that as the Bobs will hold a second goal against their net here. Over to Serbain from Pergy. Serbain will play it. He'll take a shot. Blocked by Sun. Drop pass to Prada. Prada holding on to the puck. Drop pass. Marcus will take control. Bobs through the neutral zone. Marcus trying to pass it over. Prada will bat it out. Snail will play it. Serbain will take it up. Has Bob to beat. Chip pass over the net. As Bibba desperately just trying to throw anything, angle or no angle, on net of Sun. Wacky try and play it in further, but the plan is flawed. Down to Snail. Snail will control it in front of his own cage. Over to Marcus. Batted out by Prada, where Serbain will have Bob to beat. Bob will beat him there, and he'll bat it out to Marcus. Marcus through the neutral zone has Wacky on his right. Marcus pass it over to Wacky, and just a little further than Wacky's stick, and goes the other direction once again for Bibba. Shot from Prada. Sun blocks it with his body. Serbain with the puck behind the Bob's net. Batted out by the defensive Bobs. Vareem will hold on to it. Snail beat him there. Wacky will try and control it, but Vareem back the other way. Vareem will control the puck. Has Pergy out in front. Serbain chips it up for last end the first period here. We got a 1-0 game for Bibba. We come to the start of the second period. Bob's desperately trying to get some momentum here. Marcus down for the Bobs, tries to play it, tries to pass it. Vareem will beat him there, and Vareem will take the puck in the other direction. Vareem calm and collected, looking for a pass opportunity, batted back out. Pergy will go back to retrieve. Pergy trying to pass it over to Serbain. Serbain will try and play it just wide of the net. Bob on the defense, passing out to Marcus. Marcus, cross ice, pass it. Prado will beat him there. The Bobs are on a trying to beat out. I think Pergy was looking for a pass there and no one was home. Bobs trying to pass it around behind the net. Bibba will take it. Vareem with a shot. It's body blocked out in front. Marcus with the puck. Tries to pass it over to Wacky and just too far out in front. Wacky tries to play it back to Marcus. Mark Prada will intercept. The Bobs will try and play it behind their own net. A little confusion out in front and shot opportunities for Bibba. Thankfully, nothing was capitalized there. Mr. Bain for Bibba. Trying to take a shot on net, wide of the net. Bob will retrieve. Bob tries to pass it out to Wacky. Vareem will hold on to it. Tries to throw it in. Bob will knock it out of the air. Vareem in his own zone. Calm and collected. Passes out to Prada. Pergy will boost the pass down to Prada. Prada looking for a pass here into the point. Bob on the defense. Shot opportunity for Vareem. It's blocked stick-wise out in front. Pergy with a pass. That is chipped away and Teal will come out to play it. A little too close for comfort. Almost hits the player out in front trying to beat him to the puck. It'll go back into Bibba's zone here. Vareem behind his own cage. Pass over to Serbain and passes it over to Pergy and he kind of loses control of it on the stick. Sun will come out to bat it out wide. Vareem with a pass down to the point. No one's there. Now the Bob's in the other direction. Marcus has Prada and Vareem to beat. Looking for a pass in the point. Gets it. Out to Wacky, and Wacky will shoot it high to the net. Pergy trying to beat the offense of the Bobs. Snail will hold on to it. Passes it cross ice to Marcus. Marcus will play it behind the net. Over to Snail. Snail will pass it out in front. Nobody's home. So Bobs will hold on to it. Marcus gets beat out by Pergy. Bob with a sliding shot. Prada will beat him there, and Prada will try and beat Sun there. Sun chips it out. Now the Bob's in the other direction. Odd man rush. Marcus will take a shot. We got Wacky. Chips it over heel as he was trying to recover after the shot that Marcus took. Now the game is all tied up.
I'm still stun locked from that last goal. Sorry I didn't make a comment. I was just stun locked. That was just a
Yeah,
crazy play.
Looking at it, it looked like Marcus did get a good chip in on Teal, so I'm surprised there's enough time for the goalie interference to kind of clear.
I think he came
Is,
out a little bit out of the crease because I was thinking the same thing too. I think it was just a little bit out of the crease to justify it.
Playing a little far forward, but gets kind of hit back into the net, and he was still trying to recover. And Wacky with a nice chip over the goalie. Tie this game. The end of the second, we have 9 shots for Bibba, 5 for Bob's, but it's tied 1-1. So we come to the last period here, this first game. Just like the last few games, it's anyone's shot to take the lead here. Fergie behind Bob's net. Snail trying to get it out of Pergy's grasp. Pergy will hold on to it. Tries to shoot out in front, goes behind the net. Down to Vareem. Vareem trying to beat Wacky. Does so out to the corner. Rings it around where it'll meet Prada. Prada will contain it. Looking for a pass. Beats Wacky. Beats Marcus. Prada will hold on to it. Prada with a shot opportunity. Crease to crease. Prada will get a shot off on Sun, and Sun will block it.
Just that last second stick check from Marcus, I think, is what just kept that puck away. Great play.
It's a beautiful play from Serbain to Pergy. Just couldn't capitalize on it, and Sun will block it. Prada. Take the puck in. Shoots it on Sun. Sun will block it. Gets another shot opportunity, but it's blocked out in front. So we have an odd man rush. Wacky tries to take either a pass or a shot, and Teal will come out to play it. So it'll be a long ice pass, and it'll be waved off as Serbain will beat him there. Serbain will try and chip it in, where it meets Prada, and Prada tries to swing his stick on it, but it hits mostly his body and slides past the crease. Bob's looking to make some offensive pressure. Snail will try and take a shot, but Teal will beat him there. Now Serbain the other way. Serbain will take a shot, goes wide of the net. Pergy over to Vareem. Vareem will try and chip it in. Marcus will beat him there. Marcus behind his own net. Will hold on to the puck here. Through the neutral zone. Has 2 men to beat. Pergy over to Serbain. Now the other way. Serbain will take a long shot. Sun will come out to block it. Vareem trying to contain the puck. Bob beats him there, but Prada takes it back. Prada with a shot on net. And it's pandemonium out in front of the crease.
How does that not go in? Unbelievable.
Seemed like everybody was just tippy-toeing and bouncy castle out in front because you couldn't tell what direction the puck was trying to go. Everybody was kind of just flopping like fish in a barrel. Try and get that puck going in the right direction for their team. As the Bobs will get a shot opportunity, but Teal will block it. Wacky with a shot on net. Teal will save it. Prada now going the other direction for Bibba. Marcus will beat him there, and he'll snatch it away. Marcus the other direction. has men to beat, tries to pass it over, blocked out in front.
Unreal stick from Vareem to break up that play.
As we come down to the closing seconds of this third period, we're still tied 1-1. So it'll be into the Bob zone. It'll be sliding the other direction. Vareem will take control of it. Passes it out to Pergy. Pergy will try and play it, but gets a little confused what direction it was going. Now Bob's will go in the other direction. Now Bibba will send it cross ice to the other side, and that'll be an icing. So we come for 4 seconds over to the Bob's end. That will be the end of regulation. So we got a 1-1 game, yet shot difference says otherwise. 17 shots for Bibba, 6 for Bob's. So we will go into overtime. As they have paused the game because I think recently we've kind of forgot about the rule, but it is 3-on-3 plus goalies, as one player from each team will have to step off the ice.
I did not know that. That is...
Yeah, I forgot about that too. Even though my team, the Evergreen Outlaws, have had 2 games go into overtime, I completely forget about that rule too. So the game will be paused. Or never mind, we just had 1 game go into overtime, but yeah, we've had a few overtime games go. As that will be start of overtime. 3-on-3 hockey, here we go. Vareem try and control it. Marcus tries to take advantage. Marcus take puck. Tries to pass it out in front. Nobody's home. Vareem will send it over to Serbain. But Bob will beat him, and he'll contain it in his own zone. He'll pass it out to Wacky. Wacky, 50 from Prada. Now Prada will take control of the puck. Prada looking to pass it over. Marcus gets his stick out in front of that. Vareem trying to pass it over to Serbain, but Bob is there to put his stick in front of it. Prada with a dump into Bob's zone. Now Serbain will hold on to it. Serbain wraps it around the net, takes a shot on Sun, rebound, another shot. Sun saves that one as well. Now Marcus will contain the puck into the neutral zone. Tries to beat the defenders out in front. It's swatted away from his grasp. Vareem with the puck now. Odd man rush for Bibba. Prada try and pass it over to Serbain, but I think it was a little too high for Serbain to contain it. Vareem desperately trying to get something to the point of the crease. There's too many men out in front for him to do so. He'll be waved by Prada. Prada will take the puck over to Serbain. Serbain will take a shot deflected by Sun. Sliding out in front, Serbain will be beat by Marcus. Marcus will pass it over to Bob. Bob desperately trying to get over to Wacky. Wacky now fans a little off his stick and can't get a shot off. Vareem now with the puck. Vareem takes a shot, goes on the opposite side of where Sun thought it was going to go, and that'll be an overtime win for Bibba this first game.
It looks like it takes a weird bounce right in front of the net and just chips over the pad of Sun. Vareem with the 2-goal night for him. Big win for Bibba. That Sun kept them in that game for way longer than I thought they would have been in there for, though. What a tremendous outing by Sun, who looks like is getting pulled for Skinner as I'm taking a look at the roster right now, or just even looking at just the practice right now.
Now that was kind of the first game tonight that kind of went the way I thought it was going to go, but Bobs were able to hold it to near to nothing difference between two teams, as they will take 1 point away from Bibba's 3 with that overtime loss. But no, was it 18, 19 shots on goal to 8? Drastic difference between these two teams.
Excited to see what the substitutions are shortly. It looks like that the man of the match, Vareem, will be taken off in game 2, as we see Fritz and Sin make their appearances for game 2 here for Project Bibba. Do not know if the Bobs have made any other. Actually, no, they have. They've added Snail. Top of Bar Down Bart. But come to think of it, I know I talked a lot of praise about Sun in that game. Teal had a lot of monster stops right in front of the net that the Bobs, I know, are kicking themselves last game for not being able to capitalize on. Just, this was a game that was determined by goaltending.
For sure. I mean, at the end of the day, your last line of defense is who you put in between the pipes. That can either make or break your night. And impressive stops by Teal to hold the Bobs to only 1 goal with 8 or 9 shots there. Now, who was it was Sun. So now we have Skinner in. Sun will be stepping out, and now for the second game, Skinner will be in the net for Bobs. A long ice pass down to the Bibba zone. Bibba desperately trying to get it out. Sin over to Serbain. Serbain will pass it back to Sin. Sin struggling to get it towards the net. Serbain will go out behind the net to play it. Tries to drop pass it. Snail will contain it. Bobs with an opportunity there, but shut down easily by Bibba. Bart, his own zone, looking to play it. Shovels it down, and that'll be an icing as Bibba will beat Bobs there. It'll go into Bibba's zone. Bibba will play it out. Sin over to Serbain. Serbain will try and take a shot blocked out in front.
Just heard a disembodied voice asking Troutman to give Skinner a shout out on the YouTube stream. So shout out to Skinner.
Yeah, I also looked in the chat. He was also looking for the shout out, but I wasn't sure what to do with that information. But we'll see if he's got enough in the tank for a shout out. He's holding Bibba back after two ruthless shots.
Plenty. Knowing Bibba, there'll be plenty more where that came from.
Yeah. This game is still young. We'll see how the defense and the netminder deal with Bibba's shots. Is a long stretch shot against Skinner, and he's haunting the other team here. Prada over to Sin. Sin to Serbain. Serbain will take a shot. Batted out by Skinner. Bart will play in his own zone. Tries to get it past Sin. Sin will beat him there. Tries to pass to the point, but it's blocked out by the Bobs. Marcus now. Takes a shot, hits the post behind Teal. Teal's still trying to recover from that one as Bibba quickly get it going in the other direction. Prada with a shot opportunity hits the backside of the cage. Fritz now passes over to Serbain. Serbain back to Prada. Prada. Odd man rush. Prada takes a shot, hits the top post, and goes out.
With the number of
Marcus.
posts we've seen in this first period, Skinner better be buying the nicest steak dinner to that post. Holy moly.
That, and I'm possibly thinking he made a deal with somebody he's going to regret later, because this is pure luck on the post shots from Bibba. Is I don't think we've heard the post ring much at all tonight. As Bibba now with a breakaway, Fritz takes a shot. Skinner saves it. Serbain with a shot, but Bart down with body, block it out in front. Shot opportunity, fans a little to the left. As the last 30 seconds have been just all Bibba taking shots on Skinner. As that will end the first period. 0 shots for Bobs and only 3 for Bibba. It's still 0-0. I'm surprised.
There's definitely had to have been more than 3 shots. I mean, they were just putting everything. Maybe they weren't hard enough, but wow. A lot of offense coming from Bibba. Hopefully Bobs can wake up, show him, hey, we can hang, put a couple shots on.
To see what kind of momentum the Bobs will try and bring, because it seems like they're trying everything in their playbook here. Fritz will take a angled shot. Skinner will pad save it out. Bart takes control of the puck. Fritz beats him there, and it goes the other direction. Skinner will come out to play it. Skinner will throw it out. Sin passes over to Serbain. Serbain didn't get much of a chunk of that. It's an easy save for Skinner. The icing will be waved off. Snail will beat him there, but Fritz will take control of the puck in his own zone. Cross the ice to Prada. Prada will take it through the neutral zone. Takes a shot opportunity, and Bob blocks it out in front. Cross ice. Serbain will beat Snail there, as Serbain will take it in the other direction. Serbain trying to pass it, but gets poked out. Prada in his own zone. Crossing neutral. Takes a shot, and it's stick saved. Batted out of the air by Bob's defense. And Fritz once again will contain it in his own zone for a reset for Bibba. Bar down will take it away. Fritz will take it away from Bart. Fritz with an opportunity. Stick save from Bob. Short pass to Wacky. Over to Snail. A little behind him. And Sin will take it away. Sin through the neutral zone. It's too many men to beat. Tries to take a shot opportunity. And Bob holding down like a wall in front of the crease. Giving a second layer of protection for Skinner as he's made more saves than I think Skinner has so far in this game.
Something I just noticed as we started the second period, it must have happened during the start of the second. Wacky has come in for Marcus.
True, yeah, I was going to say. There was a quick change there that I didn't notice. As not sure what that was really for, as Prada gets an opportunity. Skinner pad saves it out in front twice. As the Bobs still have 0 shots on net. Bibba increasing it to 6. Skinner bats behind his own net, and he'll go the other way for the Bobs. Snail will take control of it. Fritz beats him there. Serbain contains. Sin try and beat Bart, but Bart takes it away. Prada will take it back for Bibba behind the net. Passes it out in front, and it's not contained by anyone there. So he'll be back into Bibba's zone. Wacky will try and take a shot. Goes wide of the net. Now the other direction for Bibba. Out to Sin. Sin tries to take a shot wide of the net. Recovered by Serbain. Back to Sin. Sin try and pass over to Serbain, and Bob will beat him there, and he'll bat it out. Snail rushing to the puck now. Well, he'll hold it in the corner. He'll take a shot opportunity, and I think that was a 5-hole against Teal. As I don't think Teal was expecting a shot from there, but
Puts
that
it
is
upstairs,
weird.
short side on him is what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
What a shot from Snail.
Impressive. I would never think in 100 years that a shot could be taken from that angle and the goalie not be able to contain it. As the first shot on goal for Bob's leads to a goal, leading Teal with nothing for a save percentage. As Skinner on the other side of the spectrum has a perfect save percentage. As Serbain will take a shot, goes wide of the net.
Now, if he scored that while you were talking about Skinner, I think you would have owed him some money. If you were
I
talking about his
probably
save percentage.
But hey, he said he wanted a shout out, and he never said if it had to be positive or not. So, you know, these games could go either way. Is just the shots on goal, and the goals tell a different story from what is going on in this game. That'll be an icing against Bibba, and we'll go into the Bibba zone here to start once again. Third period. Bibba desperately trying to make one of their shots on goal count. Sin over to Serbain. Serbain all alone takes a shot against Skinner and takes away that perfect record, as now it's a tied game.
It's the smart decision for Sin to say, "Listen, I don't have a play on this puck, Serbain. I need you to take this." Serbain to step up and just bury it. Great play from Bibba. Great communication.
A perfect lead that leads to finally something going behind Skinner. As Sin now with the opportunity takes a shot wide of the net, Serbain will try and reach to it off the shoulder of Skinner, and thankfully not behind him, but just out of the way of the net. Prada over to Fritz. Fritz pass it long down the ice to Serbain, and then drop down to Sin. Sin will contain. Body out in front, and it kind of rainbows over Skinner. Hits the top of the cage. Prada, the opportunity. Try and get out of his own zone. Sin will contain it in the neutral zone. Over to Serbain. Serbain behind the net. Over to Sin. Sin trying to pass it to the point. Bart will take it away. Back into the Bob's zone, into the neutral. Bob. Ain't it for the Bobs. Snail will try and play it. Prada will contain it in his own zone. Back pass to Fritz. Fritz up the same wall to Serbain. Serbain looking for a pass and no one's home. Now the Bobs will take it away. Intercepted pass by Prada, and now the other direction once again. Prada. Not sure where to go. Serbain was kind of in front of him, and Serbain tries to chip it over. So now Bart has the puck, takes a shot on Teal. He gets a big chunk of that, preventing a goal, because that will be the second shot on goal for the Bobs here in this game. Two minutes left in regulation, tied 1-1. Bobs with the puck now. Marcus desperately trying to get past the defense here. Marcus tries to, but doesn't have enough room to get enough force on that puck. Bart trying to dump it in for more shot opportunities for the Bobs. Serbain the other direction. It's an odd man rush. Serbain will take a shot. Prada tries to redirect it just a bit wide of the net and hits the back of the cage. Now it's open net, and Prada will take advantage of that. I'm not sure where Skinner was going with that. Skinner tried to come out to play it, but too many players beat him to it, leaving the goal exposed, and Prada will get a free goal for Bibba.
I'm not sure where Skinner was going there. Maybe he had a little bit of a connectivity issue, but unfortunate for Skinner.
We got a buck 09 left in this game. Serbain will take a shot on Skinner. Marcus obtained the puck. Bob's desperately trying to get a second goal here. Sin blocks it. Serbain bats it down, and Bart will take it through the neutral zone. Bart with a shot opportunity and goes a little high of the net. Bart will control the puck. Takes a shot opportunity, and Snail gets it, and I think Teal got a pad in front of that, preventing a goal. Impressive play by Teal. He's holding his team from allowing this to be a tied game once more. Marcus the other direction. Marcus holds on to the puck, tries to pass it in. Fritz will block it. Sin will take it. Serbain now with the puck into the Bob's zone, but 5 seconds left and not much time to do anything. Shot opportunity, it's blocked in front, and that'll be a 2-1 Bibba win.
Unfortunate way for the Bobs to lose that one on an empty net goal, but they played hard. Skinner, outside of that, really had a stellar performance, holding up a lot of those shots, but unfortunately, the one where he left his crease is the one that went in.
That will be a 2-0 sweep for Bibba in this final series of Sunday night, third week of the IAPL League, Season 2.
Excellent games, though. Looking forward to seeing next week, where we'll get it started off with... hold on. Next week, where the games will begin with Bibba at the Vancouver Sharks. So make sure you tune in, 7 o'clock Eastern, next Saturday, April 4th. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to the IAPL Network to watch these games. I have been Big Rick, your common commentator, joined to you alongside Fazov on play-by-play. We're excited to see you next week, and talk to you guys soon. Have a great night. Enjoy your Sunday. No more Monday scaries. You guys take care.
Have a good night.